Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, written by Janet Campbell and illustrated by John Kurtz. In a little house deep inside the 100-acre woods, a very round bear named Winnie the Pooh was doing his slimming exercises. He was breathing deeply when all of a sudden he felt his tummy rumble. "Oh my," said Pooh, "this up and downing is making me hungry." Pooh hurried to his cupboard and out got his honey pot. "Bother," said Pooh, "there's nothing but the sticky part." But the sticky part was better than no honey at all. So Pooh stuck his nose into the pot and began licking up the last little bit. With his head deep inside the pot, Pooh heard the buzzing sound. "That buzzing means something," Pooh said. Pop! He pulled his head out and saw a bee fly out of his window. "Buzzing means bees," said Pooh, "and where there are bees, there's usually honey." Pooh followed the bee through the 100-acre wood. When he came up to the foot of a very tall tree, looked up and saw the bee buzzing around in the hole. "Honey," said Pooh, and he began to climb. He climbed and he climbed all the way to the very top of the tree and all the way to the hole. As Pooh leaned forward, the branch began to bend. The more he leaned, the more the branch bent until he could almost reach the honey. He leaned in just a little bit more and snap went the branch and Pooh went down and down went Pooh. He bounced from branch to branch to branch until he ran out of branches. He landed on his head first into a bush. "Oh my," said Pooh, rubbing his sore head. "I guess it comes from liking honey so much." Pooh rubbed his head so hard that he came up with an idea. He would borrow a balloon from his friend Christopher Robin. "You know you can't get honey with a balloon," Christopher Robin said to Pooh. "I can," said Pooh. "I shall hang on to the string and float up to the bee hole," he explained. Then Pooh rolled himself until he was covered from his nose to his toes. "I'm pretending to be a little black storm cloud," Pooh told Christopher Robin, "to fool the bees." "Silly old bear," said Christopher Robin. He watched Pooh float up and up into the sky and dangled right beside the hole. Pooh reached in and pulled out a paw full of golden honey, and the bees began to buzz suspiciously around his head. "Christopher Robin," called Pooh, "I think the bees suspect that I'm not a little black storm cloud." With a swoosh, the balloon string loosened, and the balloon began to lose air. It swooshed under Pooh, and it swooshed over Pooh, and then it rose high above the treetops, with Pooh holding along for the ride. "Oh my," said Pooh. The balloon had no more air at all, and down went Pooh, landing on top of Christopher Robin. "Oh dear," said Pooh, shaking his head. "I guess it comes from liking honey so much." We'll end the reading here.